Hagabangi penan buram ya u syagri jome bamala shimno na slaperdhe gi pendam hagaman ge jome kan rabi bagi teba ke jing lain no ge jung i kalong ge pen sei gi so ki bubuan ke malong hi da ge tien lam dau keu hap ha kan deu unam la ban sei so dai bo hap kan deu sa sei so shibun Archbishop Jala na shalandet tu kursoi mapi ya kita giso tu long mapi kai kan Archbishop duksa jungi joga mesim aitilun bat naga benda ka jingbha jong ka balang ka diocese jungi naga benda ka jingbha jong ka state bat ka rikasi jantia ka jungi tu don rekat bangi tu dorang kat bagi yang kesem ke bapang ke bensiam bat perkat ya gani ke jing bom don syu jumpi Henry ki Bahaìing kesem ki lale shitom bat pene pensa ke jing don ke jumpi ke bensiam ke jumpi bat kadur ke jumpi ha ke ba en sapli ya gani ke durmat jongka jenglong reniang ke jumpi tu ai ba ke buram jumblai ke teng shine lamba jumpi Hagabubun ki kun samla ki sa page pi kum gaduksa barababun ki start perkat ki sa page ki sa shep pi ya kata ke jing bersyai ke jumpi ke jing hikai ke jing betha ke jumpi ke jing pasia ke jumpi banjit ki galenti ke babha nak banta ke jing bha ju babun
kum ke jing Pynsah nam yo Archbishop Jala ha kalengku snam ke jing khlat jungu na ke jingit ku kali umentrang ba ke jal konrat ki sangma eksi sajam lapli yo modur ha Phalau sa jong tu runiam hi ha Mawlai harengkat ke jinon lang ki Bahaìing hasem ki wei pat ki bal ajing kran ha ke ni kesngi ki kentup yo Father John Madur Decision Administrator Shillong Archdiocese Dr. Jala kharbi unman jonglet Archbishop bat ki wei pat ha ke jinon lang ba tebor pathau MDC ka Mawlai ki henben ki para bat ki Bahaìing
Henry Wordsworth Longfellow ongumni habau riu krau khlat da kisnam ga jingshai ka bo no shadien ka thaba ha kalenti gibriu nilawan ong bai lindo sa Dominic Jala bom kwai dwaru blai ila no shisha ya ga jingshai jo ga jing im jing i shadien bat kani ga jingshai kan ya lam lenti ya gibriu ha ki bon snam ki bandangwan ga jingshai ka bai ila no shadien ki long ki kam babha bai la le ha kani ka perthei lesi kamlong ka basuk banyau tangi kita baro Henry ngan syukadeu hangni ka tuk anni ki ba khamphna ha ki jingim ka jong i ningkong e ka jing sungurit jong i ka pau ha ka yai ka yeng ha ka ktien ka thli ha ki kam ki jam ba ha ka jing e dei jong i bat ki wei pat wat lai la bat e ka kedan ka ba he Henry ila im kum ubrio barit i klampen i sarong i ka ta kedan ka jong i Henry ila pen hapo ila di kanang bawat kita ki barit eru kin laban wan ikan dui i daga basuk kani gadai kanong rim jong gajing kraw besisha namaru jisu hi ula kubur uta hapding jong pi bakwa wan long ba kraw ton long barit tam Markus shifau safusa kani gadai gajing shai kaba gajing im jong i gadai ban yalam lenti yang i baro kaba ar gadai gajing i bajing shakri hok jong i ya kabalang Om tang hakani ke jelanyam jengi Henry hakari India pada keperthai hi borokawai kumuta ustad liturgi ila yo bon kilap banno senyang sibon e syagajat ben riu wa syagajing pen klan ya gajing ngai kristan ha kabalang om tang hang ni po rikasi jaintia jengi Henry haka dong syatai lamingi jengi borokawai nak benta kani ka kam ila IT la di met bat mensim Namar ka liturgi nitip ka de gajing im jong kabalang kabalai bat gajing e jong i ga jadben riu badia ka culture ka ba ilapen i da gajing pen shlur ba gajing kershan yu jong i ya bon ki samla khasi ban pen roi yala ki jong ki sap ki phong bat ban nang kiu ha ka pule puthi ila ju pen shlur ya gajing persang ban pen ten ra ya gajing e kristan
The Archbishop to us was a blessing. All this almost 20 years that he was the Archbishop of Shillong, it was a blessing. We had gone from strength to strength, And you would see in the books, in the articles that had been written about him, so many praises had been showered on him. Out of a personal experience, we cannot express everything in the books because of the limitations that we are given in writing an article. I just would like to share the simplicity of the Archbishop. He was a man of good taste and also simple taste. He knows how to behave. If there are big people, he knows how to behave with them. If there are small people, he knows how to behave with them. And I would like to mention this. Whenever we are served, say a kind of better food, say in the European style or something, he knows exactly what to do and what to tell us. You don't do this, you don't do this, this you must cut like this you must put your fork here, you must put your spoon there. Teaching us, all of us. But then also, he was a simple man. Anytime we have to eat dry fish, we eat dry fish. No complaint about that. The only food he did not like was the lady's fingers. I think I put it in writing also because he does not like the bindi. But then he never complained. It's there. He never told the cook. He never told the administrator, I don't like this. He just does not eat. Then one day I asked him, why is it you don't like this? He said, it had something to do with something when I was small. Somehow I don't like this, the bindi. But he would never complain. Such a simple man. Such a simple man.
Haba ajingkan hakan ikasi umutirang ba kajala konrad kisangma ulapan kan mau yo liet Archbishop Jala kum ubrio bos ngoret par bosisur bat kum unong yalam jong baro kiken hun nyam ba fer. Umutirang ba ulapan kan mau ru baswa ban bam smai ka sarkar MDA ulakmi linti yo liet Archbishop Jala ban wan ban kerku ya ka ken hun menteri jongu. Ulong ru ba ulong ubrio ubadan benta om tang hakikam balang henrei hakikam ban yakenti yo ki emlang salang bat ka kulsor hakajala.
But I would like to tell you one more thing of something I think a lot of people don't know, which is that Archbishop also was there when my cabinet was sworn in. And when we went to swear in, I was frantically looking for him because he was supposed to arrive, and because of the traffic jam he could not make it. And I wanted him to pray for us before we took oath. And just on time he came about 5 minutes before the swearing in was supposed to start. And we all quickly went into the governor's sitting room. There's a big sitting room in the middle of the governor house where there is all books. It's a library kind of a place. And that's when Archbishop Jala prayed for the cabinet before we took oath. And somehow I just related to the way he was there present when my parents got married, and I guess he was there to bless me and my cabinet when we were just about to take oath as cabinet ministers to serve the people of the state. And I think that is a memory which I don't share much with many people, but I thought this would be a good time to mention that. And really I drew a lot of strength from that moment also. And I always used to look up to Archbishop in many situations, even before I took over as Chief Minister, when I was an opposition leader, when I was just an MLA, and in fact when I was not even an MLA, when I lost my election also. Archbishop used to always call me, used to always meet me, and many occasions were there when he used to discuss different issues, and I was amazed at the way the issues were not even related to religion. These were issues about society. This was issues about the people. This was issue about tribals. And he would tell me, Conrad, you need to take this up. You need to speak to somebody. And his interest and his kind of sense of responsibility towards our people was just beyond simply the religious side. And of course, he was a very, very powerful religious leader. But as I said, what amazed me a lot about him was how he would take up issues that were important to our people and go beyond, just simply looking at it from a religious aspect, go beyond it and ensure that whatever affects our people in our society, he felt that he should be part of it and he should contribute to resolving the issue or making things better for our people. And that's the kind of person he was. And there were times when we had a lot of difficult situations. We always face different situations. Sometimes there's communal tension, sometimes there are different kind of other issues that come up. Social unrest sometimes is there. And I used to always remember we used to look up to our religious leaders to come together and support the people and support the entire system and figure out how we could move forward. And whenever there was a meeting, it was amazing to see how the religious leaders from other denominations or from other religious organizations would just look at him. That's it. They would not even want to discuss. They would like, whatever Archbishop says. And that's the kind of, personality and the power he had, that nobody would speak, when he's there, and they would leave it to him to decide. And he would be like the representative of the entire religious leaders. And that's the kind of person and the kind of quality he had, the kind of acceptance he had. And I don't think this kind of acceptance just comes because of, the position you have. It comes because of the person that you are. And that was his personality, which everybody would just simply gather around him. And everybody would just look at some kind of a comfort or a solution to a problem when things would be very difficult. And it was he who would then give a kind of ray of hope, I should say, or would give a solution or would give comfort to thousands and thousands of people. And I really feel that really was, I was mentioning earlier also, that most probably that was one of his most important qualities that he had, is the acceptability he had across society.
Let us all have a round of applause.